Speaking of which, are you ready for some good news?
Try me.
Apparently your Dr. Collins made quite an impression on the department. In fact, they think he's the original golden-haired boy.
Is he going to come and work here?
Just a matter of time, I'd say.
Oh, that's fantastic news, isn't it?
Couldn't agree more, but keep your fingers crossed. Not official yet.
Think positive. It'll happen.
I hope so, Wally. I really do.
Anyway, what about you? Did you get the job or not?
Well, I think so. It all went so easily, I'm starting to think there must be some sort of catch to it.
You're kidding. Handsome man like you in a prison full of women?
I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I'll bet. So, you got a lady?
I've got the lady, actually.
Well, what'd she think about the job?
Well, I don't know. I haven't told her yet.
Come on, love. It's only a little while longer. You'll get your sister back soon.
I just wish it didn't have to be this way.
You gotta be out of your head, Smart. You know how much Blackman made out of you suckers?
All right, you bastard, I believe you now.
$1 million over 1 million big ones, and he didn't even give you enough to eat. He made you fast. Now do you believe all that?
Yes,
Then
yes.
say it! Alpha Centauri is a load of crap. A con man. Say it!
Oh, no, it's gotta be over.
Don't
They must have been the
muscles!
What have I done?
Say it, and you walk right out of that door.
Alpha
Say
said...
it!
No! That's enough, now just leave her!
Get out, she's almost
Show me
there!
some money and get out now! I'll kill you, you bitch! Oh, God, no. Oh, Sharon. Don't you touch me, you bitch! You hired them to torture me! You bitch! Oh, God, Judy, what have I done?
Don't touch that knife! Just go and ring an ambulance, please. Peter, do it now.
You all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. Just do it. He's still alive.
Oh, Judy, she didn't mean to do it. She didn't know what she was doing.
Did he say cops?
Judy, company! Bloody cops everywhere!
That is great news. So young Paul's on the road to fame and fortune at long last.
Well, we'll have to see about the fame and fortune. He'll be freelancing for a while. He thinks it was that photo of Douglas and Fellows that tipped the scales in his favour.
Oh, well, I think he's selling himself short. I think he's a damn good photographer, whatever the subject.
Walk after you, man.
Thank you. That was a delicious meal, Wally.
Sure beats prison food, eh?
The company's more entertaining, too.
I'm sure that waiter is now convinced that he's been serving a couple of ex-cons.
You weren't thinking of paying by credit card, I hope.
As a matter of fact, I don't even own a credit card. That's my wife's specialty. Credit cards, frozen foods. I even cited both of them as co-respondents in our divorce.
The marvels of the modern age. Is that why you dropped out?
Oh, not really. Now, one day I woke up to the fact that I was working harder and longer hours to keep up my lifestyle. And a business associate died of a heart attack, same age as me.
You saw yourself heading in the same direction.
Yep. So I said enough's enough and I went bush.
Very sensible.
Yes. Gave me a chance to lick my wounds and also gave me a chance to remind myself how good it was to take a beautiful woman out to dinner again.
You know, I really have enjoyed myself tonight. Bean curd included.
Well, why don't we do it again sometime? How about lunch tomorrow?
Oh, well, why not? My turn to pick up the check, though.
You're on. Tomorrow I will have bean curd with lashings of caviar.
Is he going to be all right, Sergeant?
I don't like his chances, Miss Bryant. I'm going to have to ask you to accompany us to the station.
Oh, what for? I've already told you she had nothing to do with it.
Just get into the car, Smart.
The girl was brought to your house. You can't expect me to believe you didn't know what was going on.
I have told you she...
Just get in, huh?
Let's go.
He's off at Station's been rang where he's coming from. Station's been rang where he was en route from. Here he comes up, I'll tell him to step it up.
That's it.
Hey, your aunt's got a deep voice.
Hi, anyone home?
No luck. Perhaps you better come back tomorrow. You can stay at my place tonight.
With your no hope of mates? No, thanks.
Well, it's better than the riverbank. Now, what are you doing?
What does it look like?
It looks like breaking and entering.
There's no one home. What's the worry? Not bad.
I hope she's not asleep or something.
With that racket.
Hey, fella, aren't you something?
Come on, you scungy animal. Out of it. Flea bag.
You want me to wait around?
What?
I thought it might be better if I go.
Yeah, good thinking. You're making me nervous with all that twitching. Hey, can you lend me a couple of dollars to keep me going?
Gotta be kidding. We spent the last of it getting a tram up to this place.
Oh, well. You'll soon fix that, won't you? I'll phone you tomorrow.
Sharon Smart, you are charged with malicious wounding of one Colin Bird to be held on remand.
Why won't anyone listen to me? It was an accident. I was being attacked, for God's sake.
Just put all your personal belongings on the desk, Smart.
Helen Smart, abduction of one Sharon Smart. Bail set at $500.
Forget the bail. I'm going to stay with my sister.
Please yourself.
Why don't you just pay up and get out of my life?
Abduction of one Sharon
One
Smart.
minute in there on your
Bail
own.
set at $500.
It's obvious I'm better off without your interfering.
All right, you'll be held until you do.
Stop with me, honey.
Judy Bryant, accessory to abduction of one Sharon Smart. Bail set at $200.
Where am I going to get that kind of money?
Oh, here. Take this.
Oh, Helen.
I won't be needing it. I won't. This stinking cop shouldn't have charged her in the first place.
Come on, you. Get up. What the hell do you think you're doing here?
Oh, it's so cold.
Well, that's tough. You just pick up your bags and get out before I call the police.
Oh, hey, don't you recognise me? It's been a long time, but I'd know you anywhere. I'm Lucy, your niece.
Lucy? Ted's daughter? Well, I thought you were in Queensland. What are you doing down here?
Well, I've come for a sort of visit. Oh, it's lovely to see you again, Auntie Joan.
God, she'll end up back here then.
Oh, yes, don't I know it. I tried to keep her out of it, Bea, but, well, you know our Jude. Bless her little heart. I'll never forgive myself if Judy lose everything because of something I've done.
Do you mean they charged you just because you tried to help your own sister?
Well, there's a little more to it than that.
Is that why you couldn't get bail?
No, I told them to shove the bail, love. I'm an old hand at this place, but this is Sharon's first time in here.
Oh, you've been in here before?
Yeah, quite a few times, but never for a charge like this.
Well, what were you in for before?
Soliciting. Well, the cops have to throw me in here every now and again to keep their records straight, but there's never any hard feelings. And what's the matter, darling? Never seen a hooer before?
Come on, Smart, get back to your cell. Lights out in 5 minutes.
Oh, isn't it nice not to have to watch the clock? There's all these lovely officers around to do it for you. You two seem to know each other pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Helen and me are old mates.
I don't know how women can do that sort of thing for money. I mean, well, they could never have a white wedding.
Oh, thanks.
This really is a lovely place, Auntie.
Not bad, I suppose. You should have let me know you were coming.
Oh, well, I sort of left in a hurry. I had a huge row with Daddy again, and I walked out.
Does he know you're here?
No, not yet. I had to get out, Auntie Joan. I couldn't do a thing, and he'd be shouting at me.
Just like Father. Ted always was his favourite. Must have rubbed off, I suppose. Still, you're going to have to let him know you're here.
Oh, I will, but I wanted to get myself set up properly down here first. You know, get a job and somewhere respectable to live. Then Dad won't have any reason to drag me back.
What sort of a job do you have in mind?
Well, I thought I might try and break into modelling.
Isn't that just a young girl's pipe dream?
Well, I did a course in Brisbane and the instructor said I had great potential. Oh, well, of course, I'm not definitely set on the idea, but I thought I'd give it a try and find some other work to keep me going in the meantime.
Got any money?
Not much.
Well, how did you intend to survive until you got a job?
Well, I hoped you might be able to help me out. Well, just for a little while, I mean.
Oh, now, look, a prison officer's wage doesn't go that far.
Oh, I didn't mean with money. I can get the dole. But I thought if you'd let me stay here with you just for a little while...
No, I don't think so.
Well, I wouldn't get in the way, I promise. Well, I could even help. You know, do the housework, cook, that sort of thing.
No, I couldn't expect you to do that.
Please, Auntie Joan. And Dad probably wouldn't kick up such a fuss if he knew I was staying with one of the family.
I wouldn't be so sure of that.
Could we give it a go, just for a little while?
All right, we'll see how we go.
Oh, thanks, Auntie Joan.
Look, there's no need to get carried away. Good night. Come on, Major. Bedtime.
Good night, Major.
Sea sky, sea sky.
Lights out in a couple of minutes.
Sea sky.
You're going to sing all night, Smart? You all right?
Sea sky, sea sky. Oh, good morning. That looks good.
Sorry. These double shifts are playing havoc with me.
Everything go all right last night?
Yeah. A couple of new arrivals. Sisters, as a matter of fact.
Oh, family brawl.
No, not exactly. One's an old hand, Helen Smart, usually in for soliciting. This time she abducted a sister. I've left the report on your desk.
Good. I'll have a look before I go out to Driscoll.
That reminds me, Bryant was involved as well.
What? How?
Apparently it all happened at Driscoll House. She's been let out on bail.
Thank you, Colleen.
Will you shut up? You're not coming in. Why couldn't you have a pet snake or a budgie? Anything but a dog.
Who's it?
You're early. I just got up.
What, while I've been out making money?
Already?
Is she in?
No, she's gone to work. Come on, what happened?
Well, I got a really good price for the stuff we brought down. And I've got some new stock in already.
How'd you make a contact so soon?
From a guy in the house. That's one of the problems. I can't risk leaving it there. The place has been busted a couple of times already. Do you reckon we could stash it here?
Don't see why not. Joan's hardly ever home. Where's the stuff now?
Oh, here.
You've been carrying it around on the streets.
I told you I had to.
that's not much.
It's all the money I had. The guy can do hash too. Look, if we could get our hands on some money, we could really set ourselves up here.
How much do you reckon we'd need?
A few hundred.
Don't worry, I know exactly where I can get it.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh, Helen, I heard you were back. How are you? Lord, not bad, Lizzie.
I heard that you needed a helping hand, so I thought I'd step in, save the situation. G'day, Max.
G'day. Where's your sister?
Well, she thought if she doesn't have to work, she's not going to.
In her cell praying, is she?
What do you mean?
Heard she was on a religious kick.
Yeah, well, you could say that. Where's Bea?
Oh, she and Petra just gone to see the governor about some school classes or something. You just missed her.
Petra?
Orange juice. She's new. Got kidneys, too. But you haven't met Pixie.
We met last night.
I'm a painted woman.
Oh, it's not just that. You're not even worried about the terrible sin you're committing.
Oh, but I am worried. I'm worried all the time. I mean, I wouldn't make any money unless it was in...
Oh, God, you are awful.
Oh, well, come on, girls. Let's be dull boys.
I would like to point out, Governor, that projects in the past have simply fizzled out as soon as the novelty's worn off.
That's not quite true, Mrs. Reynolds. Usually the department or someone who doesn't want to see them work puts an end to them.
I think it's a worthwhile project, and if the women are interested, I think we should at least give them a chance. What level were you thinking of taking them up to, Roberts?
Well, that'll depend on the individual. Bea, for instance, wants to go for her HSC. I can at least get her to a standard where she could take a correspondence course.
I didn't think you'd be interested, Smith.
Oh, well, maybe you just get smarter as you get older.
Well, I'm prepared to back you. I think we'll just have to see what the department says, but I don't think there'll be any problem.
In the meantime, could I have some textbooks brought in? I'll have some catching up to do myself.
I don't see why not.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Reynolds. I'm sure you won't regret this.
It's up to you two to see that I don't. You can take them back now, Miss Ferguson. Oh, by the way, I've got some more good news for you. As from today, the prison has its own full-time doctor again.
Well, what do you know? Things really are looking up around here.
It's going to take me a month of Sundays to get through this lot. It'd be nice to have them all programmed into a computer.
The staff are the only computers around here. The way I feel today, my silicone chip's cracked.
I'll write you a script for a new one, shall I?
Thank you.
Beatrice Smith, eh? Psychiatric treatment.
Yeah, she's the one the women refer to as top dog.
Top dog?
The boss.
Oh.
This is Elizabeth Birdsworth, our oldest inmate. Tough as an old boot, but has a dicey heart. She will definitely play on it, too, if she wants something.
Any others to warn me about?
All of them. Oh, Pixie Mason. Now, there is one little bag of tricks you should be told about. She's trying to get out on psychiatric grounds. You'll meet her as soon as she smells a man on the premises. Even faster when she finds out you're a doctor.
Well, I always wanted a practice that was different.
Congratulations. You've got it.
Okay, ladies, sharpen up your pencils. The classes are a goer. But let's get one thing straight. I don't want anyone fouling up this chance or using the classes to further their own personal little schemes. Do you understand?
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about me, because I'm buggered if I want to go back to school again.
Oh, I don't know, Maxie. You might have loads of untapped talent up there. And Petra might just be the one to find it.
Oh, one more bit of news. Mrs. Reynolds just told...
Yes, what? I just met the new doctor.
Oh.
Man or lady?
A man, and he's really good looking. I was collecting the laundry and Mrs. Powell introduced me.
Oh, what's he like? Is he married?
Oh, good. I didn't get his life story.
Yeah, well, the last time you told us the doc was a spunk, he turned out to be a bloody geriatric.
I wouldn't get too excited. Remember the male nurse they sent us?
Oh, don't remind me. I still have nightmares about him.
Well, what was wrong with him?
Oh, he had this little problem. He was a psycho. He used to go around choking prostitutes.
Now, he was a sinful man.
What's his name, Lizzie?
Dr. Scott Collins.
Scott Collins. Oh, isn't that a beautiful name? Mrs. Scott Collins. Oh, Lizzie, could you please call me an officer?
Oh, no, you don't. He reckons because of my age he's going to give me a thorough overhaul, and I'm going to really look forward to it.
Whoa, what's wrong? What happened?
I dropped it when I was trying to get it down. I think I've broken my foot.
Here, give us a look.
Don't.
Someone get a screw, quick.
Ah, business already. What's up?
She dropped an iron on her foot. I think you better have a look. Her name's Roberts.
Okay, over there.
Come on. I'll come back and get her in a minute.
Fine, thanks, Susan.
What are you doing here of all places?
Look, I think I'd better have a look at your foot.
There's nothing wrong with it. You see, I'm picking up the prison ways already. You want to see the doc, so you put on an imaginary pain. Helps beat the boredom.
Petra, it's a mess, isn't it? But at least I'm here now, and I can help you get through this. Now, I think we'd better get that shoe off so I can have a look at your foot, just in case someone comes in.
Why didn't you just stay away, Scott? Why did you have to come here?
To be near you. Pretty natural, don't you think, to want to be with the person you love?
Look, Scott, I came here...
Judy, Bryant put me onto the job. Couldn't believe my luck. I would have had to wait months if I'd gone through the proper channels. So there's nothing more for you to worry about, okay?
I can't marry you now.
Oh, come on, your trial's coming up soon and you'll be acquitted. That doesn't affect our plans at all.
Look, Scott, you've got to understand. I killed my father. There won't be an acquittal.
How is she? Ready to go back?
Well, no, actually, she needs to keep right off her foot, so I thought I'd pop her into bed. Give me an opportunity to run some tests, too. She's very run down.
Okay. I'll let Mrs. Reynolds know if you like.
Fine.
Hi. Well, what's it going to be? French, Italian, or a counter lunch to main towers?
None.
Pardon?
I said none. I'm not going to lunch.
Oh, why not?
You know damn well why not. There was a very serious incident at Driscoll House last night. Judy and 2 other people were arrested.
Ah. Yes, I see. But what's that got to do with our lunch date?
Correct me if I'm wrong. You knew what was going on there last night, and you took me out to dinner just to get me out of the way.
Now, hang on just a minute. Now, look, I do confess that Judy gave me the nod that she didn't want you over there last night, but I didn't know what they're up to. I couldn't see any wrong with it.
Really?
Yes, really. Look, I jumped at the chance to take you to dinner last night because I wanted to. And what's more, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought you did too. That's why I invited you to lunch. But I see you obviously don't want any company. I've suddenly lost my appetite. See you around, Gov.
Hello, mind if I sit here? Thanks. I'm Pixie. You're Sharon Smart, aren't you?
That's right.
Is it true that you've been living in a religious commune?
Word travels fast. And no prizes for guessing where it came from.
I think it sounds marvellous. All that peace and quiet and spirituality.
Yes, it was. Hi. Glad you made it for lunch. I was beginning to get a bit worried about you.
Well, what was the place called?
The Celestial Garden.
Oh, it sounds lovely. Do they have weddings there?
Oh, yes, they do. And they're very special. And so are the people. They're very real and caring.
Oh, well, I can understand why you didn't want to leave.
Yes, but you're young and sensitive to what makes the quality of life. You obviously haven't had your mind polluted with the muck of the streets.
Don't bother. Gonna make it worse.
I can't wait to get back there. And I will, no matter who tries to stop me. I'll live the way I want to live.
Oh, and so you should. Oh, the religious life must be so uplifting. You know, I've always wanted to learn how to meditate. How do they teach you in the commune?
Well, you first have to have an understanding about meditation. And what it does, it prepares the way for you to find your inner self, the real you that's part of the life force.
Silly young twit. I don't know. I don't go in for all that crap, but I reckon she's got a point.
Oh, shut up, Maxine.
Well, she's got the right to live that way if she wants to.
Oh, you wouldn't know the difference between meditation and constipation.
Don't treat me like I'm stupid. I've got a right to my own opinion, and Sharon's old enough to know what she wants too.
You've still got nappy rash. All you young ones. You haven't had any experience.
Look where it's got you. Why don't you fix your own lives before you start wrecking ours?
Well, what do you know? Looks like Wentworth has developed a generation gap. The only gap they've got is between their bloody ears.
Look, all I knew was that a junkie was going to be drying out in the attic. I didn't want any visitors.
But you're a friend of Smart's. You must have known who it was going to be.
Yeah, I knew it was Sharon, but I had no reason to think that Helen would be lying to me.
Judy, I don't think you fully realise the position you've put yourself in.
Are you kidding? I've been accused of being an accessory to an abduction. You don't think I'm taking that lightly?
There's more to it than that. The department's up in arms about this, and whether you're found guilty or not, they see this as the final knot in a string of problems involving you and Driscoll House.
What do you mean? I mean, they're not thinking of closing me down, are they?
I'm sorry, but there has been mention of it. Your job as careers officer at Wentworth seems to be in jeopardy as well.
I'm feeling awfully dizzy, Mrs. Morris.
Oh, do you want to go and lie down?
Oh, no, it's more serious than that. I have palpitations, too.
Well, perhaps you should go and see a doctor.
Well, perhaps I should, just to be on the safe side.
Yes, well, I can see I won't get any peace until you do, so come along.
For the first time in my life, I really felt at peace with myself. I was so happy there, Maxie.
Yeah, well, that always brings your family down on you. If you're happy, you must be doing something wrong in their book.
Poor Maxie, you've really had it tough, haven't you? If only you could...
Come on, Sharon. This is a pretty small world in here, you know. You've got to talk to me sometime.
There's nothing to talk about, and you know it.
Look, I think it's time we cleared the air on this thing. All I was ever trying to do was to save you.
Save me? Those two monsters you hired almost sent me around the bend.
They were pretty tough on you, I know, but it was the only way.
The only way to do what? Send me mad? Was that the idea? Have me committed so you could get your hands on the money that I'd inherited? No wonder you didn't want it to go to the Celestial Garden. You wanted it for yourself. Well, what's the matter? Getting too old and too ugly to turn a trick?
So, this is the famous Pixie Mason, eh?
Oh, you've heard of me then?
Yes, you're one of the first people I was told about. Now, what seems to be the matter?
Well, it's sort of private.
I'll be outside. Scream if you need help.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be safe enough. Thank you.
Now.
Well, I have this sort of ringing noise in my ears.
Ringing noise, eh? Well, we'd better take a look, eh? What sort of ringing noise?
Bells.
I see. What sort of bells? Church bells? Cow bells? Bicycle bells?
Oh, just bells. You see, the Martians left them there last night while they thought I was asleep.
Oh, Martian bells. I see. You're lucky they weren't from Uranus.
Pardon?
Uranus, it's a planet.
Oh. You knew I was making it up, didn't you? Oh, well, have to keep trying.
So I've been told. Why?
Well, I want to prove that I'm a little bit nutty so that they'll transfer me to an institution.
I see. And when you've been admitted, you'll make a miraculous recovery and be released, eh?
Yes. Will you help me? Well, you could tell them that you heard the bells too, and then they'd have to believe me.
No, I'm sorry, Pixie. I don't think that'd work.
Oh. Well, you better give me some pills then.
Pills? What sort of pills?
Oh, just something to show Mrs. Morris so she won't think I tricked her.
All right.
Thank you.
There we are. Some multivitamins.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Collins. You know, you're really very nice. How do you feel about marriage?
Well, I reckon she should get a bloody good hiding. She doesn't deserve a sister who cares about her.
Oh, let it go, Lizzie. She'll realise her mistake one day. I can't do any more.
Maybe someone who isn't involved should talk to her. I'll have a go.
Oh, forget it, Bea. I think you would just be wasting your time.
Crying out loud. Will you just have a listen to yourselves? If Sharon's found a better way of living, well, good luck to her. Why don't you just get off her back?
And why don't you just keep your mouth shut? You're not helping at all. Maxine, the bloke that runs this so-called heaven and earth, is a con man.
Well, maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. That's for her to find out. Let her have the chance to make her own mistakes.
Oh, that's charming, isn't it? Just great. If she wants to kill herself, give her the knife.
You know, you're even a bigger dill than I ever thought you were. And you're getting more and more senile every day, you
That's
old
enough of
cow.
that. Shut up.
But she...
I said shut up.
How'd you go?
Oh, terrific. I feel better already.
No palpitations?
Oh, no, much better. He gave me some vitamins. They'll help strengthen my heart.
Well, where are they?
Oh, I left them behind.
You better go back and get them. I mean, we don't want you running around with a weak heart, do we?
Oh, right.
No, Scott. It's not just us. Your career's at stake. If the Medical Association found out, you'd be in terrible trouble. I can't let you run that risk.
It's a risk worth taking. Look, no matter what you say, I still don't believe you killed your father. I know
Scott,
you.
please.
Petra, I love you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot my pills. I just thought I'd let you know that I've got them. Oh, look, I'm terribly sorry. Please go back to whatever you were doing.
God, you see what I mean? It's happened already.
No, I don't think so. If Pixie says anything, they'll just think she's fantasizing again.
But don't you see how impossible it is? Next time it might be one of the officers.
Well, we'll just have to be more careful.
No, Scott. I'm sorry, but no matter how we feel about each other, it's over.
Smart. Got a visitor.
Who is it?
By the look of her, I'd say she was one of your workmates. Where's Mason?
Seeing the doctor.
What is it this time? Bubonic plague?
If it is, she got it from you.
Well, Mason, you gonna live?
I'll try, Miss Ferguson.
All right, Mason, now that you've seen the doctor, can we expect a little work out of you?
Oh, yes, I think I can cope now, Mrs. Morris.
How'd you go?
Lizzie was right. He's gorgeous. But he's engaged.
How do you know that?
Well, I asked him. I'm a little bit worried about Petra, though.
Why?
Well, I forgot my vitamins, and when I went back to get them, well, the doctor had his arms around her.
Oh, come off it. She hurt her bloody foot.
It didn't take her long. That Petra's a dark horse.
Oh, well, he wasn't kissing her. I mean, he couldn't. He's engaged.
Oh, I bet. You know, I might throw a faint myself tomorrow. It sounds like his treatment could be right up my alley.
Well, g'day, Kay. How'd you know I was back in here again?
One of the girls told me. Tough luck, love.
Oh, well. Gotta roll with the punches. What's news? What's up?
I picked up some info on Lionel Fellows. Thought I'd tell you and you can pass it on where it's needed.
Yeah, what is it?
A mate of mine just got out of Woodridge. Fellows was in there, but now he's out on bail. Apparently Douglas has done a deal with the cops and given them quite a lot of dope on Fellows' organisation.
Trying to save his short, flabby neck, huh?
Yeah, thinks he's safe. Thinks the department will look after him.
Oh.
But Fellows is going to see to it that Douglas gets the treatment.
Oh, it couldn't happen to a nicer bloke.
Yeah, but Fellows is also talking about getting back at the women in Wentworth over that photo business. He reckons it's time they learned to keep their noses out of his affairs.
Oh, probably all talk, eh? I mean, he's a very big operator. He has to know the women in here are no danger to him.
I don't know. I reckon they should be warned anyway.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Kay. Thanks a lot.
Yes?
Hi, how'd it go today?
Oh, about the same as usual.
You must be dead beat. You sit down and I'll get you a drink.
No, don't bother. I'll get it.
Dinner's on. Hope you like casserole. I didn't know what time you'd be back, but it's the sort of thing that keeps.
Look, you really shouldn't bother
Oh,
doing
it's
all...
no bother. You sit down and relax and I'll go and fix the salad.
Right. What else did you do today, besides cooking and decorating? G'day, mate. Hey?
Went looking for a job.
Oh, any luck?
No. There was one I would have loved. Receptionist in a fashion house. But the woman said they were looking for someone who dressed a bit smarter.
Well, what did you wear?
Well, I didn't bring much. I had to wear my jeans.
These places expect you to dress like a fashion plate.
I know.
Would you still have a chance for the job if you were better dressed?
Well, the woman did seem keen when I told her I'd done a modelling course. What's the use of thinking about it? I'd need hundreds to get anything decent. I can't even rake up 20. Okay, dinner's ready when you are.
Why the hell didn't you warn me about what was going on here last night?
I couldn't.
You mean you couldn't trust me?
You know that's not true. Anyway, what would you have done if you had known?
I would have stopped you.
Exactly. Helen is a friend of mine. She was in trouble. She needed help. I couldn't turn my back on her.
Even if there was a chance of losing Driscoll?
Come off it, Wally. How the hell was I to know Sharon was going to go crazy with a knife?
Okay, that part was an accident. But did you know they were going to kidnap her? And you let them bring her here? Didn't you think of the risk you were taking?
I've taken risks before, haven't I?
Oh, yeah, and how many have you gotten away with? Exactly. Well, this time you've hit the jackpot.
Will you lay off me? You've said your piece. Now go away. Leave me alone.
Right, I might do just that.
You know something? You and Anne are a pretty good pair at the moment.
Me and Anne, eh? Is that what you think? Well, I got news for you. She has wiped me because she thinks I was involved in this whole damn mess.
What kept you?
I got held up. How did you go? Did you get some money?
Didn't even have to ask for it. She practically forced it on me.
Couldn't you get it in notes?
It's a cash cheque. It's just as good. How did you go with the contact?
He's willing to put us onto a string of buyers.
All right, we're on our way.
There's a catch. He's only prepared to do it if we handle the hard stuff as well.
So what? The money's even bigger.
So is the risk of being picked up. I don't mind dealing soft
Joan,
stuff,
look,
but
we're not going to get picked up. We're stashing the stuff at Joan's. She's a perfect cover.
I still don't like it.
Oh, listen. It won't be for long. Let's get in, make a killing and get out. That was the plan anyway. You tell your friend we're in, okay?
Where are you going? We've got more to talk about.
No, we haven't. I've told you what we're doing. We'll discuss the details when you set up the deal. See ya.
So, now you know the whole story. She's broken off the engagement and refuses to even talk about it.
Yeah, well, she's showing more sense than you are. I would have never helped you if I'd known what you were doing.
I was desperate, Judy. She wouldn't even let me visit her.
Yeah, but I'm the one that recommended you. Have you any idea what they'll do to me if they find that out? Not that I suppose it'd matter much anymore anyway. Wanda, get the door. It's like Grand Central Station around here.
Look, I'm really sorry, Judy. I guess I was only thinking about myself.
Look, forget it, Doctor. I do some pretty stupid things myself.
Hi, Wally.
Hi, Scott.
Look, I think I better push off. I'll see myself out.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm cool, I'm calm, and I'm collected. And I want to sit down next to this harassed woman and see if some of it can't rub off on her.
I'm sorry, Wally. I said some pretty stupid things.
We both did. You know, for such good friends, we sure acted like a couple of duffers. Let's go and find a spaghetti bar.
Oh, Sharon. Got a minute?
Go away.
I think it's about time you and I had a little chat about a few things.
You're a friend of my sister's. We're on a different level. There is no point in talking.
Yes, I am a friend of Helen's, that's right. I've known her for a long time. I also know how she feels about you.
Look, you're wasting your time and mine. Now, why don't you just go away so I can get back to my meditation?
Were you meditating or just shutting yourself off from reality?
Just go away!
When I'm good and ready. Helen left herself wide open to a very serious charge because of the way she feels about you. She even came in here to make sure you'd be all right.
I didn't ask her to. I didn't even want her to.
Look, you can't go on kicking someone in the guts just because they're trying to help you.
Oh, can't I? She deserves everything she gets. I'll never forget what she put me through.
So that's what your precious new religion teaches you, is it? Bitterness and revenge.
You bitch! Oh!
What's going on here?
She attacked me, you little liar. She came for me and she went into the locker.
Oh, yeah, that'd be right. Come on. Thought you were about due for another stint in solitary.
Oh.
2 guesses.
Oh, with my luck, it'll probably be a neighbour telling me the back of the house is burning down.
Hi.
Peter, hi. What are you doing here? I thought you were at Woodridge. I mean, don't stand there. Come in, come in.
Thanks. I haven't escaped. I managed to rake up the bail money.
Oh, that's the best news I heard all day.
Oh, I don't think you'll say that when you hear what I've got to tell you.
Why, what's happened?
Colin Burton didn't pull through. He died late this afternoon.
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.